Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome to my empty planner week here. So today I'm planning July, I was going to say June, July 18th through July 24th, and it is my birthday week. So yeah, I'm excited about that. Don't have any big plans. I almost had an oil change on that day. Instead, we're getting a brake estimate that day. So that is how exciting that is. But, you know, life. And I'm going to go back over my previous week in just a moment. But wanted to, if anyone is new here, this is how I pretty much start off every week. I write in a lot of things as I go through the week, but if I'm on an earlier week and I have appointments, I put major appointments in sticker, little square rectangles here, labels, whatever they are. And I also just pencil in a lot of things that I want to remember. A lot of those show up like if I'm on the week before and I just want to get those put in so I don't forget anything. And yeah, so this is pretty much how I start. I do all these hourly labels at the start of the year usually. I did get these a little later, I think, but most of these, I go through and I just sit, listen to a podcast, watch a show, and I just put these all in. All of the stickers are linked down below. If you have any questions about any stickers, just let me know. But I don't usually call them out during the whole recording. And I put in our paydays and like moon things, moon cycles, whether it's trash or recycling, like yard waste or recycling. And then I draw in this line because it helps me separate like the hours from like a to-do list. Still not sure what I'm doing with the bottom. And then I put my cards here and then what I want to focus on here and my habits. So yeah, let's look at the previous week. And this is how it generally looks as I fill it all in. Today is Saturday night, so I filled in Saturday here. And I thought I was going to get one more blood pressure check in here. I didn't, but I did those 2 days. And so I'm going to do that tomorrow and hopefully fill that in. And also if you're new here, dealing with chronic illness here and neurodiversity and trying to leave a lot of extra padding in a lot of the things that I do, trying to keep on top of everything. Plus, if I'm having a bad day, if I'm just like flat out almost in bed, I can like rearrange things. That's why I do like these stickers. I can pick them up and move them, although usually those are the ones that don't move because those are the most important ones. For my business, I only put in Zoom. I don't put in client names. So you'll see those, but I do try to keep client names out. And yeah, so I try to kind of put some work things down here. I'm playing a little bit of catch up. I did some filming on Tuesday and a little bit yesterday. I have a tiny tidy going up on Tuesday about organizing my spice cabinet. And so I organized it here, and then over the process of a couple more days, I was like, wait, I want to relabel them. So I went in and I scraped all the labels, the labels that the bottles have on them. A lot of them I dumped out the spices so they were empty. And then I realized how nice the jars were. So I went through and relabeled and filmed just a little bit with all the relabeling. And so now I can put it all, now I can finally edit it and do my voiceover for it. So I will do that either tonight or tomorrow. I'm thinking tomorrow because I need to get this one up. Let's see what else happened this last week. So I filmed, I was on another person's podcast, Amy's podcast. That'll probably come out in several months. Her lead time is several months ahead. But I loved reconnecting with her. It's one of those friends, and she said it so well when we reconnected, is like, we just pick up where we left off. It doesn't matter what's happened in between. We're like talking about being upset over the Supreme Court ruling and stuff like that. We are very similar in a lot of values, so it was just easy to just kind of pick up, and say how upset we are, and then move on, and then talk about like, hey, but what can we do about things? Let's see, what else happened? I started some new medication yesterday, so I'm a little off. I will say that. I'm drinking a bunch of water. So drink your water. This is your reminder, drink your water. It was really good with syncing with my husband about family stuff. We got that all done. From last weekend, let's see. So I might have talked about last Saturday we gave a whole bunch of things away. We had one more day, actually. That's right. So that was Saturday night. Sunday we put out our stuff again. It was buy nothing. Can we get rid of a lot more of it? We did. A bike was, got picked up, and some other kids' toys. And then we loaded up the car and had it all ready for Monday morning. After my doctor's appointment, I went and donated it all. I got it in just in time. A lot of Goodwill spaces in our area, are like, they're putting a cap on how much can be donated per day. So I went past our one Goodwill. It was totally full. And so I went to another location and they were able to take it. So I was like, yay, win. And then after this appointment, I went to the medical closet near us. These are great places if you ever need like a wheelchair at a discount. My son broke his leg several years ago, and we got like a walker, wheelchair, and like, it was really great just to have all those things really quickly. And yes, we had to pay for them out of pocket, but it was a whole lot cheaper, and we didn't have to wait. And I would definitely recommend it. So we were able to donate that all back. It was kind of like I wheeled it in and I said, here is a kit for a kid who has had a broken leg. Like, it really, like, everything was there. Like the cast cover so they can take a bath and everything. So I'm glad that they can reuse it. And then this morning we had a whole bunch of electronics, and there was this great e-cycle event near us, and so my mom and I loaded up my car. She only had a printer, but it's kind of hard to get rid of printers and just miscellaneous electronic stuff. So yeah, the back of my car was all loaded up with old computer stuff, and a bunch of old client files. I had a whole bunch of client files from my web design days. And they had the truck there that was doing the shredding, was shredding on site. So like, they were dumping it in the back, and it was loud, but it was like right then and there, it was all shredded, and it felt so good. So good. So, and I gave some baby plants away right after that. My mom and my friend, I just kept looking at these little baby plants I meant to give them, and I was able to give them away. And then I took a nap because I got up too early and was up kind of during the night because of my new meds. So that was fun. And right now I'm filming. So I did my cards, plan is what I'm doing now, and I'm recording now. Look at all these I could... I just went and checked those all off, couldn't I? So that's about where we are. We are... food planning wise, we are in like our last week, so we're getting very creative with what we have left. My goal is to make it till next Thursday, and that's when I will shop. Oh, that just reminded me about a sticker. I think I have it ready. And I have I think that's it. My son got a little interested in earning some money around the house, so I put him on some chores that I was running very low energy on, and he was dusting, he was cleaning my shower doors, and he was like, yeah, I can do this. I don't think he would be into it every single week, but it was new and it was interesting to him. And so he definitely hopped on that. And I thought that was pretty cool. So, I am a little behind on recording my podcast. I'm going to do that right after this because I was tired. This is becoming a day, I'm looking at this here, of there was a lot of mental energy here and here. And so when it came to recording, it was a lot. And if you've seen on my last couple of videos, I am really restructuring how I'm doing a lot of my content. I've done another video on that. So I'm just in this kind of play phase, I guess, of really trying to try new things and see how I can shift things to make them feel better. I think that's it. So on to the new week. And I'm going to light my candle. And I want to say Janine is the wonderful person, the wonderful lady who makes these candles. And did I get it? Yeah. This one is called Clarity, that I've been using the last couple days. And yeah, let's see. That's a little too smoky. Hold, please. She'd be like, why didn't you trim that? No, she's a doll. And now it's trimmed. The wick is over there. I will grab it later. Let's see if this will light better. Oh, so much better. She knows what she's talking about, right? So let's plan this next week. And I got an early birthday present from my sister. I got a couple. I did actually open them up. For me, as I talked about last time, the 13th was kind of this portal. And yeah, I like to, oh, that's lovely. That's what I get. That's what I get. Oh, that's okay. That is going to stay there. That is from the candle. And I don't think I have any. Let me see if I can get a wipe real quick. And I got a wipe and nothing is happening here. And I'm okay with that. We're going to cover that up with stickers. I shouldn't say that's what I get. I don't believe in like, hey, I should be, have bad things come in my life just because I did something wrong. No, I don't believe that. Anyway, talking about presents. So I got these lovely little washi tapes. I don't have many washi tapes, but I thought this was so cute. This is on Amazon. I'll link it below. And I'm kind of excited to use these over the next, as you can see, there's kind of upside down and right side up because I just threw these back in here. I'm excited to use these over the next few weeks. And I did use, oh, do I got another one here? There. I didn't smudge that one. That's okay. Anyway, I used some here. And I thought this was so pretty. I know everyone uses washi tapes in their planners, and I just hadn't really. Well, I did once or twice a couple years ago. But yeah, I thought this was awesome. It matched the grid really well. And then I went through and did my wins, what worked, what didn't work, lessons and adjustments. This is based off of the Makselife stuff. And I did have some great wins. I pretty much talked about most of these. Yeah. Oh, and then the workshop that I was in, I got to speak up in, and I felt really good about this. These are my actions for the next week. I'm inviting flow. So this is my spiritual growth. I always kind of invite flow into certain areas. I don't have like a spiritual personal growth goal. I just invite flow into, this week will be drinking water because that is a really big goal of mine. So that's one thing I really need to focus on, and the group work for my work stuff. I was going to focus on, so a birthday present to myself that I do every year is, there's this one brand of shampoo that is like the really large size. Well, it's shampoo, conditioner, and dry shampoo. And they have a Nordstrom yearly sale, and it's right around my birthday. And so I buy the combo pack, and it lasts me a year. And so I need to remember, this reminded me that when I bought it last year, I have a bunch of dry shampoo that I need to use. And when I use dry shampoo, I feel like I can show up on video more. And my goal is to show up on video more, to be myself more. And that is my goal. So that is why that's on there. Monarch is a app that we use, and I just need to update that for my financial stuff. I spent all last week paying off bills, as one does. And yeah, paying off all the lab work that I've been having done. And then we have a birthday thing next weekend. Oh, which maybe I can put that sticker over this. Actually, it'll be here. So those are my goals for the next week. And yeah, I think I will get these out. And then I was going to use this. Let's put a big, lovely plant sticker on top of that. Because yeah, next Sunday, I don't think I have really any plans. Because we're using so much green, I think I'll use this for my pill tracker here. I'm pretty much using green on everything. Using these as well. So I want to do this, this, and this. I thought that would be fun. And then I'll put in all of my icons at the end. I'll probably pick green ones of those because, hey, growth. So let's get set up for the washi. And I was going to do, I am just really drawn to this one. And I don't think this feels right with that, but I think I'll do the stripes. I think I'll do that. I hope everyone's weeks are going well. After I get this washi down, I was going to show my card selections of the week, but I also wanted to talk a little bit about that. Oh, isn't that delicate? Well, that's gorgeous. So, since I'm playing with the work stuff, I'm going to cover up the work stuff here. Anyway, let's see if I can do this. I know a lot of people have trouble. I'm just going to tip this. See if I can line it up. Oh yeah, that's much better. And so what I've found for this is if you put that down, I'm sure everyone knows how to do this, but just in case you don't, straight edge, there you go. Yeah, I got a lot of schmutz down here, didn't I? I want to talk briefly on my card pulls. If you are curious, the reason I do my card pulls is it helps me get to the core issues that I want to tackle in my life. So I was watching a kind of silly show, but they brought up, yeah, like that. They brought up, you can't even see that, sorry. They brought up like, how do you make a decision in life? And they said, well, you know, you can try a coin flip. And so you guys might have seen, it's a Hulu show. I wasn't impressed with the show, but I liked just this one little idea of like, if you have something outside yourself saying like, here's a possibility. Do you want to leave it up to chance? You can. That is an option. But would you want something else if leaving it up to chance, as in making the decision, leaving it up to chance, not actually like life is leaving a lot of things up to chance, but these are about like the things you can control. Let's see if I can get this back in. There. Just a little bit of green. Those don't really match great. But it's not about being matchy-matchy. Anyway, so they flipped a coin and they said, well, don't look at it. What do you want? What do you want the coin to say? And the other character was like, I want it to be this, because it helps you get into the mindset of what is it that your heart really wants? What does it want to tackle? What does it want to do? We're going to make this disappear as much as we can. Like so. Yeah, all these greens and colors are all over the place, and that's okay. And I just really like that. I was like, yeah, that's actually why I use cards, is that when I pull cards, there are things in my brain that I'm just not quite aware of. And I want to kind of get down to the most important questions and things in my life. And if I keep ignoring them, then that's not good. So I really want to answer certain things. And so when I pull cards, it allows me to immediately think of what is most important. It challenges me to go, oh, what I really want is to work on such and such. Ooh, I got it. Sorry. I got happy about that. Yay, I got that little plant. And to me, that's what it's about. I also really like the themes of cards because they have, for me, I need the tweezers. They have like a theme of earth. Do I want that centered or off? I want it centered. As centered as it will get. Earth, water, fire, air. And I like those themes because it helps me categorize them as certain energies where some are less active and some are more active. So earth is all about that grounding feeling of taking time for kind of the winter time, of taking time for yourself and going inward. Water is a lot of emotions and recognizing those emotions, speaking about those emotions and feeling them and letting them flow in and out of you. Fire is just a lot more active energy. It is, can be a lot of creativity and actual like taking action on certain items. So last week was a lot of taking action. And for me, actually, in my own monthly cycle, it corresponded. I was in that season of my monthly cycle and I had this surge of energy and I got through that week. I felt so much better that weekend of like getting rid of so much stuff from our garage. And I'm just seeing if there's any other stickers I want to put on here real quick. It's my birthday, so I do want to put one more little guy right here. There. Okay. I had this sudden surge of energy. I was feeling better. From last week, I had an episode that was not very great, and I did talk to my doctor about it. It scared me a little bit, but because I was just not thinking clearly at all. And then after that, I rebounded and had this really energetic weekend, hauling stuff back and forth for multiple days, then loading up the car and then going on 3 donation runs plus multiple doctor visits. That is a big week. And I did have to take a nap today because of my new medication, but I got through that week. Any other time of my cycle, I would not have been able to get through that. It would have been way too much. And so I'll get back to those, how they correlate also. I'm kind of all over the place, but I'm telling you they're going to come back together. So like, just like with our menstrual cycle, if you are still having menstruation, you have those kind of spring, lots more energy kind of times. And then, like, how do I explain that? So there's like the winter time of your actual period, and then a spring is coming up to ovulation. Ovulation is this, like, you have a lot of energy, and then the energy is waning, which is more like fall, and then going back into your winter time. It's the same with, earth energies of like, spring is kind of that air feeling that you're thinking about a lot of things. It's like kind of being born, but then the actual active energy, which is like summer, is fire, which is like you're taking action on a lot of things. And then fall, well, people can kind of argue against those. I've tried to actually map those out. So sometimes people say fall is like the harvest time. Yeah, now's not the time for me to fully go through that. But what I will return to is, now that I know my like main week of energy is kind of peaking over this next week, I know that I'm going to need to start to take care of myself towards the end of this week. Of like, I just know that after ovulation, my energy will start to wane. And for me, that's more of a time of, so I had like fire time, and now I'm trying to think. I researched this a long time ago, and there's like, so what I'm thinking of is these. So we can go from like having our period here into like earth, and then going into water, kind of emotional times. This is just kind of spirit, and then into our fire. It doesn't quite correlate in this order. So that's why I'm getting a little jumbled up. If I'm thinking of just your menstrual cycle, it's more along the lines of the Earth's seasons. And when I was in workshop last week, I said, and everyone really enjoyed it, I kind of want to speak more on it, which is why I'm talking about it now, is that like our menstrual cycle is not going to line up with the moon many times. So I'll have my moon cycles here, but for the most part, mine will never match up. But I use my menstrual cycle to really look at my energy alongside all of my other health supports that I need. The moon cycles I look to for guidance. They just have like, this last week's. We had this beautiful full moon, and it was really kind of nice to coincide that with like letting go of things. We literally like let go of so many physical items during this whole week. So kind of like to have that full moon feeling of just letting go. And then the earth seasons I see as like an influence of wisdom in my life. So those are there's so many cycles that we are dealing with. Then we're dealing with like, how often do we bring food in the house? How often do we clean things? How often do we take days out for ourselves? How often do we work on personal growth, or how often do we work on our work? And those can be daily cycles, so there's all these cycles in our lives, but they don't have to like pull on each other. They can overlap in a way that can make sense and can kind of ease you through the day. So to get back to why I pull cards, that's why I was talking about all of this. Having those influences many times, and that's what I'll show you now, is the cards I pulled. When I see these cards, then I'm like, yes, that is what I want to work on. So let me go through those right now. My first card this last week I pulled was Core. Gorgeous card. I've pulled this before, I think, while I've done these planning videos, but I mean, it's gorgeous. So what I do is I pull the card, then I look at the description, and then I take from the description what I'm feeling the most leads to the most intuitive part that I connect with. So for me, the description, what jumped out to me was heart of the action or situation. If there's an external pressure, go within. And this is what I really want to work on this next week. I have more of a quiet week in terms of I only have one doctor appointment and just a really reflective time. And there's some really core things I want to work on. So I was so thrilled to get this card. I absolutely love it. But that's the thing. It's like when I saw this card, I knew I had an answer in my brain already that I kind of unlocked. And to me, that's priceless. That to me is like, now I can go forward and make some choices on some things. So yeah. And also, I just wanted to share, I have these. I bought them, I think, from an Etsy seller. There's this gorgeous wood, and this is what I stick my cards in, like right up here on my desk. So that's where I'm going to put this now. My next card is King of Earth. And I'm kind of like, really? An old guy this week? Okay, let me see. And when I read this, it was enterprising philanthropy, which I want to be more transparent about. I do like the art on these, but I wasn't as thrilled with the visual representation just because I wasn't connecting with it. But the words, again, what struck me was opportunities can be found anywhere and everywhere. That's what stuck out to me. And I'm like, yes, in my business, I need to look around and see that there's opportunities everywhere. Again, it's unlocking something that I kind of know in my subconscious, but I need to say it out loud. I need to journal about it. I need to really answer it in my life. The next one was the 5 of Acorns, the Leopard, challenge and growth. I really want to grow. This is a fire card, so we have earth and fire. Again, that's kind of what the theme was last week. And so to me, that's kind of a grounding. And grounding can just be a lot of truth. So last week I had a lot of test results and doctor's things. And to me, that was really getting to the core of a lot of truths that I need to know. That I can't be scared of them. I need to just know them. So I know what to do next. With this, what popped out was in the midst of conflict, don't allow opposition to keep you from moving ahead in your endeavor. And that, to me, is dealing with all this health stuff, but yet still working forward in my business. Being open to views of others, and don't be afraid to ask questions to clarify. And that is my number one thing I'm working on in therapy. Ask questions. That's the biggest thing I'm working on. My last card here is Metamorphosis. All these decks are linked below. Honor your slow growth, as uncomfortable as it is, or as it may feel. Sorry. A new perspective is necessary now. And yes. Like, they all work together for me in terms of they're not fortune telling. This is not about fortune telling. This is not about predicting the future. This is about what's being unlocked in my brain right now. In using art, using visuals. I mean, even the colors of these cards, the red here, there's little hints of red there, some greens here, like even like all the leaves here remind me of all the leaves here. Like I see these synergies within here. The acorns as seeds being planted. Yeah, there's just some themes that I can notice and things that I can ignore. and things that can just help me move ahead in a lot of, if I'm just not sure what kind of decision to make. That's why I use them. Does every card mean something every week? Maybe. Do I just ignore some cards some weeks? Yes. So, yeah, that's how that goes. If I haven't mentioned already, the candle is linked below too. So I'm just going to deal with these little marks. Do I have another one? I don't think they're falling from the ceiling. I think it's coming from here. What else can I put on here? And I was also thinking about making a separate video about my use of cards as well. Let's see, do I have any to pick up? Let's flip these around. I'm not doing really great with this current medication. I messaged my doctor. She'll probably get back on Monday, but I might have to switch. But I'm not going to put that down unless it's absolutely something I'm going to do. I'm going to film here. I think I want to put these. No, I like them down here better. And I'm trying to put the icons on this side because it helps me a little bit more. And then, yeah, these teal ones, actually, I'll try a light green. I don't know, again, I'm not sure if I'm going to be recording on this day, although I have therapy every other week, so this actually might be a good day. And that might be part of my cycle of going, okay, every other week I'm going to have like a lot of mental work from Wednesday night into Thursday. And so Thursday every other week may just not work. And how does that work with my cycles of work? This is our little food truck guy. We get some food delivered on Fridays, although that may not happen because I'm going to do our food order Thursday and then pick it up on Friday. Let me think. Yeah. So we may skip this. The home delivery, it's just called Smith Brothers here in the Seattle area. I don't have a lot of energy to go out a lot of times, so if we need a milk run and bread, that kind of things, that is what saves me. And I don't personally have dairy, but which I really wish they would expand their non-dairy offerings. They do have some. I get my oat milk from them. But yeah, I would really like it if they had more. But they have like fresh veggies, so that's what's important to me. And then I put our meals around 5 o'clock. I know that's kind of early for some people, but that's kind of just I hope so, kind of a thing. That's when we, especially during the summer. I am out of my green journals. I call these journals. Sometimes they look like Bibles, but they are journals. So what color should I use? It's kind of thinking gray. So this will be, yeah, I do my planning right before recording. So that's what that is. We will be, is this an old-fashioned vacuum? Let me know. I guess that's not as old-fashioned as I thought. It is old-fashioned, but they make them that way now. Laundry, it's all done right now. So that's another cycle that I do intuitively. Sometimes there's a whole bunch and I get through it, and then sometimes there's hardly anything. There isn't, for some families, it's like the same every week. Like every Sunday, there's just about the same amount. Ours varies, just depending on what we're up to. So, I don't think I'm going to have laundry until here. And I do like doing it, I'll just kind of do it in the middle of the day on Fridays, because then going into the weekend, I just don't have to worry about it. Shopping, and then I do like to pair it with like cleaning my bathroom, which I have. To explain that a little bit more is I take my bathroom and I break it up into multiple things, multiple steps. So one day I will do like the typical change the towels, do the sink and the toilet and the floor and kind of everything outside of the shower. And then on another day, I will go inside the shower and do the floor of my shower. And it's actually the shower, the whole bathroom shower replaced a tub. So it's that long. It's like tub size shower. And then I do the glass doors a little less often because my soaps don't really put a lot of scum on there. So, and that's why my son was helping this last week with it. And so that's another thing. So I split it up into 3. And basically, you know, doing the towels. Sometimes I'll switch the towels out here and here. My towel anyway, because I'm only responsible for my bathroom. The boys actually clean theirs. Anyway, I have to do that, or the whole cleaning the bathroom is just too overwhelming or just too much work for myself, especially knowing that I have to do it, and most times I don't have the energy to do it. Like, I had a stupendous week last week, but that is kind of rare. So I'm allowing myself for that. So let's put a little beep beep car here for the brakes. I just took care of my own plants yesterday. So because it's summer, I think I'll check back in on them on Tuesday. I'll give a couple days. These are indoor plants, not outdoor plants. Oh, here's some green ones. For our check-ins, this is when my husband and I talk about just family stuff. We talked last week. We gave away my son's old bike, and it was way too small for him. And so this next week, we are going to, hopefully, maybe around these days, get him a new bike. We'll see. Since a lot of these are gray, I think I'm going to go with gray, although the green's really pretty. Let's do the green. I think I'm just going to leave this down here for posts only for the very bottom, because I feel like that's more separate. And then have my to-do list here. So, and that takes care of all of the stickers. And let me write down, yeah, I have 2 little things here I'll try to clean up so I don't get, what is it, from a candle? Ash? No, it's like the burnt wick. So we write down core, king of earth, 5 of acorns. And I can tell in my writing, oh, I got it. Where is that coming from? I guess here. Can I erase it? Not really. I find that if I can tell it, that I can tell that I'm more calm if my writing is more calm. And especially if I tip it like this. Morphosis. It's a long word. And then we're still kind of in the shadow of the full moon in Capricorn. Next week is a new moon here. Oh, and I found out that I thought there was a dentist appointment here, and I had written it in pencil, and then they called me. Sorry. So they wrote it in pen on the little card they give you they called me and said, oh, by the way, the dentist is having a vacation this week. And this was months ago. So it was nice to know, like, yeah, okay, he's planning a vacation. I wrote over the number in pencil and the pencil faded. And I was like, oh yeah, 21st. Okay, we're going in. And then I got the little text reminder saying, no, it's the 28th. I'm like, oh, that is right. There was a whole thing there. And it was in my digital planner twice. I hadn't removed it from the 21st, but it was on the 28th. So that's what happens sometimes. Habits. Water is number one. Water. Definitely. I'm going to stay on top of my blood pressure this next week because of the changes. There are so many smudges. So can I erase this? Oh, yeah. Look at that. Oh, that's better. There's hope yet. There's hope yet. Oh, that's cool. I just put a new eraser in this too. So after I clean up here, I'll make sure I do that. And then my sleep has been just the last couple days. It usually is better on this new medication, but then I had another medication thrown in there. So it went haywire again. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, that makes me happy. What else? What else did I do? Yeah, I'm thinking even next week I might put the wide washi tape just on the bottom just to make it look pretty. So I want to focus on connections. I get a lot of those early in the week and then it falls off a little bit because it's work, you know. And then this, I feel I have a solid week to really focus on this. And then the group work, and then it's mainly I'm just going to be checking in on my accounts every day. See, it's getting a little hard to read there. If I do it this way, I feel like it looks better. So I'm just going to check in on everything, and this is just taking photos and videos every day, and this can be just taking a photo of my son for my own things, although he's getting a little old. He's like, why, Mom? But it's also just like if I want to go out and take pictures in my yard of my pretty flowers. So I'm hoping actually here, that's something I need to pencil in. Our yard maintenance people come every other Monday. I'm hoping they get the full yard clean out going because we have a pretty huge yard, lots of maintenance to be done, but they only come once a year. And we've been just kind of waiting, and they just kind of show up when they have time. So I'm hoping we'll put yard. No, that's not number one. Let's turn it because it makes me feel better. So group work, monitor health, and what else this week? I mean, it is a little birthday stuff, so probably what I'll do is I'll put it here is like B-Day plans. B-Days. Do I have multiple? Sure. This whole week is my B-Day plan. We're just going to have dinner here with my mom. And let's see. What other plans? Oh, we're going to get the estimate. There's 2 estimates that I need to get this week. So let's just do that as estimates because there's one here and here. Health stuff and car stuff. Let me fill these in a little bit too. So laundry, bathroom. Back. Ooh, where's the B coming from? I was going to put a P. Well, actually, I do cards first, and then I do planning, and then I record. Yeah, you can still see this. That helps. I need to get the order here, and then I'll do like a pickup. Usually I do it by like 8, so I'll just pencil that in here. Record plants. Yeah, actually that works really well. If I'm cleaning, it'll be nice and clean for my birthday. So we mainly do refills here. That's when we go around the house and just refill everything. Paper towels, toilet paper, soaps, all kind of stuff like that. And yeah, that gives us a buffer day. I wanted to do things this day, and so we'll have teriyaki. We already did like a fancier night. We had like really nice Thai food a week or so ago. So yeah, it's more chill. And then I'll put in, we're still getting a little creative. One night might be just sandwiches because I really want to get to this day. It works really well if I order on a Thursday and pick up on a Friday. Sometimes ordering on a Wednesday, picking up Thursday. But to me, with selection of what's in stock, most grocery stores stock up on Wednesdays, and a lot of people don't really shop Wednesdays or Thursdays. They shop on the weekend. And so if I order Thursday and then pick it up Friday, it just kind of works a lot better. Let's see. That might be about it. And of course, things I forget, I will put on here. I'm getting some markers in the mail by Monday. I ordered those 2 months ago. They are some updated colors of these guys. And yeah, that's the last thing I wanted to do. So yeah, I hope that all helped. Let me just put my dots down. And I'm glad I just kind of got to explain a few things. I might do a separate video on that too, because sometimes people are a little confused of like, okay, are you just like trying to tell the future? Do you just base it off the stars? And no, I mean, there's themes. There is definitely themes that help me make decisions when we are in Cancer season, like right now, as in the month of Cancer, and I definitely identify as a very Cancer person, as in emotional and designing my home, and that is just very me. Family, that kind of stuff. I see those as themes. Do I live and die by them? No, I don't. But they are they're very great guides to have as I go throughout my week, because the overwhelm of so many things, I think that's what it is. It clears out the overwhelm for me. It really does. Because I could spin and think about so many different things. And if I actually just go, no, let me get to the core of what I really need to focus on, that's what I do. So that is my plan for this week. I'll figure out what I'm syncing here. Usually it's like, oh, so if we're doing a food order, that's what it is. I can do that right now. Food order. And here, I'm not sure what we'll do. We might start. We might get some food ideas that would help, because it's a lot. We will sit there for like an hour and a half just making our food order. So having ideas for the meals first, and then having then assembling the food order, like it takes that long. And my husband and I do it together. But we do like almost a 3-week shop. So that's why it takes so long. I have thought about going weekly, and we might switch to that because we do want to have a lot more fresh stuff. As I said, we do get some fresh stuff here, but there's a lot more selection at the main grocery store. So I think that's it. Thank you for joining me. And if you really enjoyed this, like and hit subscribe so you can get my weekly plan with me's. I do this once a week. I also do tiny tidies on Tuesdays, and I love showing how even the smallest tidies around your whole house can make a big difference. And I'm not sure what I will film this coming Tuesday, but what's coming out on this Tuesday is my spice. I want to say spice rack, but it's not. It's a whole cabinet. And so it was really fun to kind of finally get through all of that, and now it doesn't squeak. So that is my win. Thank you again. Like on your way out. If you think someone else would enjoy this, please send a link to them and see if they might like us too. So until next time, I will see you next week. Have a good one, and bye-bye.